I'm sorry. I'm over here cracking myself up. There's this gnat that keeps flying. And we all know gnats are gnats, right? They troublesome. They bothering some. So this gnat keeps flying around like right here in my face, right? And I keep missing them. That's all right. When I get my other eye, I sound like my sister now. I crack myself up. See, they messing with me because I only got one eye. When I get my other eye, watch it now. You ain't gonna be able to run from me. I'ma be seeing things microscopic. Hey, Lord Jesus, that was funny. I had to say that. I had to say that. That was too funny. All right, so just give me a second. I need to okay, maybe I can put this on. I'll put this top on. Y'all don't need to be seeing. Let's see, is that better? Let me see, let me come up closer. Bring that up so y'all won't be seeing, you know, how I am in my home. You know what I'm saying? But this should do, right? Okay. I know, but I know what I'll do. Because I'm gonna try to do it. Okay. All right, so we are actually, welcome to my channel. I just had a little laugh going on there. Because this gnat keep coming around. I mean, it's like he following me, like, nah, 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 you can't get me. All right, it's all right. It's all right. That's my favorite words. It's all right. Because when I come back, I'm coming back strong. Oh, yes, I am. Keep messing with me, Mr. Nat. Mr. Nat. I cracked myself out, right? That wasn't funny? Y'all don't think that was funny? All righty. Y'all gotta laugh with me. Y'all gotta laugh with me. It's okay. All right, so we are going to be continuing my Bible journaling. Let me just step right down here for a second. I really, go live. I shouldn't just make it. So I'm going to go live. I just had to take myself at that funny part. When I get everything together, I'm going to go live. Right now, we'll talk now. What? This lady texted me talking about, wish you could have attended my graduation. Maybe next time. These are BA of Theology and BA of Christian Education. Alrighty then. That's real nice of you. Okay, we only took one picture? I guess so. I thought we took some. So she sent me this picture to yesterday. Oh, that's a nice picture. I could have sworn we took like two. Because I took one with my glasses off. Maybe they didn't get that picture. So, Sorry about that. You look at people and you never would expect that you look at people and you never would expect, you know, the things that they would do, you know? That's why I never say never. You know what I'm saying? There is some things that I know that I will never do, right? I know I ain't gonna never smoke again. I know, because I don't have that desire. You know what I'm saying? I know I ain't gonna kill nobody because it's not in my blood. If that was the case, I would have been gonna kill somebody. Let me stop cracking myself up because y'all ain't gonna think I'm that funny. So, you know, but when people start, you know, I look at things in the beginning, right? When Bishop Mingo died, there was a lot of things that House of Prayer was fighting against, right? There was things that they were not allowing in the church, you know? They, I'm not going to name them so much, you know, because actually to me it's not really important. It's how you live your life. But I don't want nobody to get me wrong in reference to that. There's a way that you dress being a Christian, and there is a way that you carry yourself because you are actually a queen to a king, you know? And you are actually the bride to a bridegroom. So there is ways that you would carry yourself. I'm not knocking that. But growing up, I got it. Let me just put this in this. I guess this will be a story time of my upbringing, right? A little bit of it because there's so much to tell. So I'm just gonna throw this in here. Growing up with Bishop Mingo and Mother Wilson, right? I grew up with Mother Giles, but I didn't live with Mother Giles. I wasn't around Mother Giles a lot. So I can only speak about who I was with, you know? So, growing up with Bishop Mingo, right? Every time there was something that I had to do that maybe it was wrong. Now, mind you, not so much as a sin per se, but was wrong to do, because we are supposed to live righteous, right? An unsaved person can make an effort to live righteous, which means to do right, because Job was an upright and righteous man. You see what I'm saying? So there was no Holy Ghost out then to keep him from sinning. There was no Holy Ghost out then to help him to do right. But because of his faith in God, the same God that we're serving, I'm serving rather, and hopefully you are too, he was able to sustain him. And because Job wanted to please God, wanted to be right, wanted his children to be right, that's why he would pray and put up sacrifices and all this, just in case they sinned. So now, growing up, Bishop Mingo and I can only talk about myself. Bishop Mingo was not strict on me. Maybe on Mother Giles, because Mother Giles had a more close relationship with her. But my grandmother was. So when it came up with things that I had to do, whether it involved school, whether it was my thoughts, maybe it was something that I want to do, Gaga, mommy will always send me to Gaga, to Bishop Mingo. So when it came time for gym, now I'm here to tell you, I wore skirts in school. Yes, I did. I wore skirts. Yes, I did. I wore them down to my ankle. It was not over my knee, right? I think after I got married, my skirts came up, maybe a little bit above my knee. No longer safe, and put it that way. Wasn't safe. So above my knee, or maybe below my knee, where I sat down and you may saw my knee, but you never saw my thigh. Okay, so now, I wore them skirts around Bishop Mingo. I wore them in my grandmother's house. I wore them around my grandmother, around Bishop Mingo. And it never was told that it was wrong for me to wear that short skirt. Okay? When it came down to church, when it was time to go to church, I knew how to dress. So I made sure I was dressed presentable. And I would wear a lot of flare dresses. I would go in my grandmother's closet. I didn't own too much of them, right? Because, to be honest, I grew up, I'm going to be honest with you, I grew up with not so much as going to a store to pick out what I wanted to wear, or get this and get that. What you want, Sharon, get that, okay. Because Bishop Mingo made my clothing. So whatever I wore, Bishop Mingo made it already. She was the seamstress for my clothing. So I didn't too much, I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't too much go to no store. I didn't have to go to no store. There wasn't too much store for me to go to. The store was in Bishop Mingo house. Now, I don't know about nobody else. I don't know about Mother Giles, her daughter. Only know about me. So now, once I got married, I didn't do too much shopping because I didn't really know how to shop. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what to buy. Whenever it came down to go to church, I would go to my grandmother's. I would go to my grandmother's, and I would pick clothes out of her closet, and that was it. You know. You know? So, after marriage, right? Oh, let me rewind a bit. So when it came down to gym, we was told that we couldn't wear a skirt because the skirt would not be appropriate for the type of sport I was doing. Right? Now, going to gym, I'm trying to think, did I have a skirt on in gym? I'm trying to think. And people were saying that we ran in the skirts and we wore skirts. Now that I'm thinking about it now, I was a track runner. I didn't wear no skirt. When I went to gym, no, I didn't have a skirt on. Now that I'm thinking about it. They had something that was called gym shorts, gym suit, right? So it was something that had like how can I say? It had like elastic on the legs, and they came up like shorts, and it was real loose up here, and I don't believe it had sleeves, you know. So it was elastic like a shorts, and the top part was like a shirt. So it was, anybody know what a bodysuit is? Anybody know what a jumper is? That's what it is. It just didn't have long legs to it. So we was allowed to wear that. I was allowed to wear that. I don't know about nobody else, but I know I was allowed. I had to bring it to Gaga. I brought it home when they gave it to me. We had to purchase it. Before they actually purchased it, I had to bring it home and let them see it first. Before they didn't put their money to nothing that was against God. So I brought it home. I showed it to them. They had me put it on. I put it on. Gaga had me turn around. If I'm correct, I did. She said, okay, you can wear it. She said, it's okay, you can wear it. So I wore that. And I didn't have no skirt on. I didn't wear no short skirt. At that time, they didn't have nothing. I'm sure they may have had snorks out, but it was for, what was that sport that people, like tennis or something? So if you was taking up tennis or something, it was available for you. But just to have, couldn't have it. So then, my grandmother, I think, introduced that to me. Did I see it or something? No, she introduced that to me. I think she had went in the store and she saw it or something. No, she said to me, she said, Sharon, she said, if you can find something that's called a snort. I said, well, what's that? She said, something with a skirt in the front and the back is a little shorts. I said, oh, I could wear that? She said, if you could find that, you could wear that. So I went looking for it. So I did find it. It was more in, just like I said, the tennis type of thing. But I think like in the early 80s, what's this? No, this is 70s, late 60s, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I was 6 years old, 70, 7, 88. So I'll say the early 70s, early 80s, these things started coming out. So I was actually okay to wear that. So I did wear that. And I will put them underneath my dress. Because I was very tomboyish. And my grandmother, she was the one to put them on. She would even get shorts and put them underneath my dress. Make me put them on. I wasn't thinking that. I ain't know nothing about no shorts. I was like, okay, I knew the thing was not in the front. The skirt looking part wasn't in the front. It was just the short part that was going around the whole material. Instead of the skirt, it was a whole short. So I was like, okay, I got on me some shorts. So that just helped me to be myself more. Because I was tomboyish. I always was climbing trees, climbing fences, falling on the floor, rolling over. You know, I was always playing tag and doing jump rope. You know, I was very active. I was a very active child. So my grandmother had to accommodate my acting, my activeness. So she didn't want nobody to see my little panties. You see what I'm saying? So as I got older, she would always tell me, close your legs. Because that's how I would sit. You know, it was very hard for me to sit ladylike. And I think it has something to do with my bone structure. Because I was bow-legged, it's kind of hard to keep your legs together. So when I stand, I can't stand like with my legs together because I'm feeling like I'm falling. So I always have to stand with balance. So I have to always have my legs a few feet apart, you know. And, you know, people had their own thoughts about it. You know, look at her. Look how she's standing. That's not ladylike. She positioned herself for a man or something. Stupidness. Right? So I ain't pay that no mind. You know, as a child, I wasn't paying no mind. So now, as I got older, in high school, I would take my pants. Sometimes I would put them underneath my dress. I would wear a long skirt for a reason. Because I was a short skirt wearer. Being unsaved, I was a short skirt wearer. We had Pacific clothes for church. So I didn't wear them clothes to church. So I never really had to worry about church clothes. Because Mommy had them in her closet set up in a way that I knew not to wear those clothes. So I had street clothes. Clothes that I go on the street to play. You take off your Sunday clothes and you put on your church clothes. You even had house clothes to put on. You didn't walk around the house with no clothes on. But you didn't walk around the house, let me put it like this. You didn't walk around the house with your sleep clothes on. So when I came around and started talking about pajamas, mommy was like, pajamas, which they had them back then. They had pajamas back then, but they was called, what was they called? They called breeches? I can't remember what they was called, but they was like way up here. And then you had a long, like a gown to go over it. Petty. Dang, there's a word that they call it, where you don't see it. It's underneath the gown, but you are wearing it. When you get in the bed, you take it off. You see what I'm saying? That was the reason why back in the days they would have them petticoats underneath there, because it was all about nobody seeing through the material. So if you had on a thin material, you had on a petticoat. That's where slips come in. And to be honest, I very seldom wear clothes without a slip. I very seldom wear clothes without a undershirt, because my grandmother did teach me that, to always cover myself. Always cover yourself. So God forbid something happens and you gotta run out. You don't have to worry about nobody seeing you, or you don't have to run out with nothing on. You know? So, with that being said, I went on, got married. So once I got married, I'm now like 21. I'm young, you know. I'm out there playing handball. I married my husband in the house, and I'm still playing handball. So I had this specific skirt. I think it was a Levi. I love that skirt. It was corduroy. I would wear it straight through the summer. I don't know, for some reason, I guess it was hot because it was thick, but it didn't bother me. That's why I'm saying that people, House of Prayer changed a whole lot, and they teach them parents to do so much with them kids that the kids didn't get a chance to enjoy their childhood. I did. I had a good time. I had it by myself. You see what I'm saying? Because nobody ain't want to come visit no old lady. I'm going to put it like that, because that's how they looked at it. Nobody wanted to come in the house. Nobody wanted their kids to come over there and play with Sharon. So I played by myself. I became the best handball player. I was in handball tournaments. And I mean handball. The little sponge ones and the hard ones. That's what I had to play tournament in. And I won. I was in basketball. I was in track. I weightlift. I was a weightlifter. Lift weights. Yes, I did. I was to the point where I had cut out a gym so much that I had to, before I could graduate, I had to take, like four classes of gym. I was in the gym for 4 hours. Let's put it like that. Everybody was going home. 4 o'clock, I'm leaving out, because they gave it to me the end of the day, because I had to take my major classes so I can get my credits. So gym, physical ed, is a major class. So I had to take that. So they gave it to me at the end of the day, because they couldn't give it to me in the beginning of the day, because everybody else that was taking gym, they needed it at that particular time. They wasn't actually graduating yet. So that was in their course, in their, what they call it, their schedule. But since I had to make up this gym class, I had to be there till 4 o'clock, I was going to high school. So last class for the high school students was, for the 12th graders, was like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Y'all know about that. Anybody from my time, you get out of school 2 o'clock, 1:30, 1 o'clock. Sometimes 12 o'clock, you finish your classes, your schedule. That's because you don't need no more credits. So I didn't need it. I had passed all my other credits, but I had to pass gym. So I was there the Only one in the school per se. I mean, there was other people. There was about 2 or 3 other people in the classroom. So I had to be taking up. Weightlifting, you know. Because I done took up everything else. I had done took up everything. It was really nothing else for me to do because I done took up track. I done took up volleyball. I done took up, what else is left? Handball. I took up basketball. They hadn't really started baseball yet. So I had did everything that was in the book. So they told me, they said the only thing left is weightlifting. So now that I'm in high school, so I would sneak my pants. Sometimes I'll put them underneath my skirt. My grandmother ain't stupid because I didn't wear no long skirts to school. This is what I'm saying. House of Prayer had them people in the church having their children with them long skirts on. No. I had my kids dress, but I let them dress. I bought them jean skirts and stuff like that. I didn't have them like, looking crazy. And then I had ACS cases, I was going through some things. Not killing my kids but I was going through some things, so I need a little help. So they was in the ACS. I mean, they was in foster care. So, they was in another world. They got to be introduced to the world because they was in a sheltered life with me. I didn't too much let them go nowhere. I didn't let them get involved with other things. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know too much about pants and stuff like that. Excuse me, until they got into the until they got into the foster care system. Okay, I need to heat up my coffee, so I don't want you seeing my damn tea. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. So now, I'm married now. So, being married, my grandmother, that was it. I'm a married wife now. She didn't too much had to do any chastising to me. I'll come to church. My dress was flared, One time, me and my husband was separated, and I was pregnant with my daughter now, but I didn't know. So I had told mommy that I was coming in. I said, Mommy, I'm coming in. She said, oh, you are? Oh my goodness. And she told Gaga, and they was all happy that I was coming in, which means I was coming back to God. So I came to church this particular Sunday was a Sunday. I ain't been in church for a while, maybe about a year, 2 years, right? I've been telling mommy I was coming. She kept saying, come on in, etc. The Lord got a work for you. The Lord got a great work for you, Sharon. You need to come on into church. Da 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 da. Mommy, I'm coming. You know the famous words. I'm coming. So I went, got up this particular morning. I'm living in the Bronx now. So I got up this particular morning. I want to let y'all know right now, I ain't saying that. We're going to leave that alone. So I gets up, and now I am going to find me something to wear. I don't have no church clothes. All my church clothes is not church clothes. So even back then, I had good credit. So I had a credit card, so I went to this particular store. I didn't know what store to go to. I wasn't in a rush, but I didn't want to be too late. So I went to this store. I walked into the store, and I saw this black and white dress. Now, I don't think I have a video, but I did see a picture. Oh, I'm not sure. Here we go. That's all right. And I get my other eye. Let me see if I got married down here. So, so I got up there, go that net again. It's all right though. It's all right though when I get my other eye. So I went on, find this black and white dress, nice dress. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna say it had a hat on. Oh, Friday. Okay, so I let me see where I am. I got it going. I'm staying focused, so I got it. So I bought this dress. I came to church this Sunday, ready to tarry. Got down on the altar. Was good. Tarrying and everything. When I got off the altar, mommy called me. I got back home, mommy called me. She said, listen. How she said it? I think she said, you shouldn't tarry now. You should wait a while. So I can't, you see, this is my thing. I'm always getting in my feelings. I mean, I'll be obedient, but I'm always like Okay, what just came to me? I get in my feelings because I don't understand and I don't get explanations behind what's being said to me. So that's when my feelings sets in, right? And then at that time, there was times when I would just get in my feelings because I just felt I was right, you know. But now I don't get in no feelings. I just like ask questions. And when I ask questions, people don't like my questions. So that's where the problem coming at. But when she told me that, I couldn't understand it. So I got in my feeling. I was like, why, mommy? I was thinking that God done showed her something and I wasn't going to get saved no more. I was going to hell. I was like, Lord Jesus, what's happening? So she was like, no, I don't think. I was like, but mommy, I really feel this is good for me. I'm really ready. She said, I understand that you're ready. She said, but I don't think. She said, I think it's best for you to wait until later on. Don't tarry no more. I said, so you saying I'll come to church, but don't get on the altar? She said, no, don't get on the altar. So I was like, okay. So now, she told me that Sunday. I think that Tuesday or so, I think I may have had an appointment to the doctor. I don't even know why I was going to the doctor. I had an appointment to go. Something must be happening. I think something happened that Monday that caused me to want to go to the doctor. So when I went to the doctor, I don't know what I went to the doctor for. I don't think about it because I ain't no doctor person. I ain't no doctor person. Maybe I went to... No, I ain't went for that. I was going to say maybe I went because I missed my period. But I had done missed my period. By then, I had done missed my period. Maybe that is the reason why I went. No, but it was something. But anyway, let me just tell the story. So I went on. I went in, saw the doctor. The doctor asked me what was going on, and I told him what was going on, the reason. And he said to me, did you ever think that maybe you're pregnant? And this is like 7 years. So this is like 1989. Let me see. Where am I? Let me think. Where am I? This is with Isaac. So yeah, my grandmother's still alive. So we ain't in the 90s yet. We got to be in the 80s. This is after Gaga died. So this is like 89. So maybe this is 90 because Daniel was born 1992. And I was going to school at the time. But that time I must have was finished. No, I wasn't finished yet. Yeah. Anyway. Because I didn't know I was pregnant. So I had to be still going to school. Because I stopped going to school in 1991. Yes, so me and him was good. Me and Daniel's father was good and everything. So I didn't know I was pregnant yet. So I was like, I said, doctor, please. I said, go on with that. He was like, what? I said, I ain't pregnant. I said, you think I wouldn't know if I was pregnant? He said, I don't know. He said, some people, they be 3 months and so and don't know they pregnant. I said, well, I would know, doctor. I said, go on with that. Don't even be putting nothing bad upon me. He said, why? You don't want to be? I said, no. I said, I don't want no kids. Me and her father was going through some stuff at the time. So I was like, I don't want no baby. I don't want no baby by him. And the only reason why I didn't want no baby by him, not because he was a bad person, was because then that means that would have made me obligated to him. And I had already said that if I got pregnant by the next person, I was marrying them, okay? So I was not even ready to marry him. So anyway, the doctor said, well, okay, well, we'll find out. He said, we're gonna... Yes. I'll do now. And then, when I want you to pick and drop them off. Okay. So he was like, all right, well, we'll see. We're going to take a test. So he had me, he said, go in that bathroom, and y'all know that y'all women know the deal, and y'all men that have women pregnant know the deal. So I went in and I did my deal. Okay. Let me take another sip on that one. I go sit down. The doctor comes back and says, all right, Miss Jordan. I say yes. I'm like so confident in myself. Like I know my body. And don't know nothing about my body. Thought I did. He says, well, you're pregnant. He said, you about whatever the amount for 3 months was. That's what he said. He said, you little shy. You little shy before 3 months. I said, what? I said, get out of here. Now, mind you, I ain't even paying attention because I'm so aggravated with the men. I ain't think about nothing. Just like I said, I still can't get why I went to that doctor. It wasn't because I thought I was pregnant. It was something else that was going on. And I said, well, I'm going to go. Even though I have fear of doctors per se, because I didn't have to go. I ain't going to say I didn't have to go. I never was taken to them. You know, I think mommy took me for routine checkups. I don't even think I went for routine checkups. You know, but I went to the dentist. She took me to the dentist. She took care of my teeth. So it was me that messed them up, not my gramps. So, even though I had the fear of doctors, when certain things were happening and keep bothering me, I will go. I want to go. Right? So whatever it was, I went. All the other capacities I was good in. None was wrong. My weight was good, everything. But I was pregnant. He said, well, you pregnant? So I just sat there. I was like, oh my goodness. And here I am. I'm just thinking afar off into the future. Yeah, I got another child. I got to take care of another child without a man. I said, this is just crazy, right? So he was like, well, what you want? He said, what you want to do? I said, well, you know what, doctor, let me go home. He said, yeah, you go home and you conversate with the father. He said, and then come back. He said, and then let me know. Come back and let me know. He said, because you don't want to wait too long. Whatever you want to do, you don't want to wait long. He said, because it's the best time to do that is now. No, it wasn't 3 months. So I wasn't 3 months. So I was a little shy. Right. So he was saying the best time to do it now before I turn 3 months and older. Because they will do it, I think, up to 6 months, but it's more complicated. And even if you do it up to 3 months, then, you know, you have a chance of issues because, you know, what's going on with the baby, you know, being fully developed already. So I was like, all right, let me go back. I'll let you know. So I went back home. When I got back home, he wasn't there. So I waited. I was like, really? No. That's a lie. Let me thank you, Holy Ghost, for the memory that you give to me when it's needed. When I walked in the house, I saw the father with another baby there, right? The baby was cute. I'm like, who this baby? That's like walking in the house and you married and your wife or your husband has a child there. So you walk in as a spouse and you like, you know that ain't your child. So where does child come from? Your spouse ain't never told you about no other child. Your spouse ain't never said that he or she had another child. So now you walk in and you see this child and you're like, So I was like, who that? No, better yet, I ain't even had to say nothing. Everything was on my face. And he started, well, Sharon, It's all right, Siobhan. You said, this is my girlfriend's baby. She wanted me to watch him. She wanted me to watch. She wanted me to watch him. Yeah, that's not put this in my head. This will be beret. This will be a beret. Watch it now. Watch it. Watch it. Y'all better stop laughing at me. I done created me a beret. I crack myself up at times. That ain't funny. Y'all don't think it's funny. But this look kind of nice, right? This look nice. Let me see. It's sliding down. Okay, so we can bring it up some. There we go. But it's sliding. It's sliding. But anyway, so we'll let it sit there till it fall down. So he starts saying, no, Siobhan, this is my girlfriend's, not knowing it was his girlfriend. Because, you know, people be saying that. And this is my girlfriend, this is my boyfriend's girlfriend. So he was like, this is my girlfriend's child. And she wanted me to watch him. But she coming to pick him up, or I got to go pick. I said, this is what I said. Y'all probably think I was being cruel and I was nasty. But I was pregnant. Y'all know pregnant women don't play. I was like, if you don't get that child out of my house. Sure. I said, listen, don't let me turn niggerish up in here. You better get that child out of my house. So he said, I went walking towards me and said, all right, Siobhan. Now I wasn't going to do nothing with the child. I was going to do it to him. Slap him upside his head a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so maybe we could do it like this. Hold on. We about to do something here. Because I like this. Hang on. I'm about to be creative. Hold on, baby doll. Wait a minute. Okay, here we go. We're going to take this, and we're going to put this about right here, right? I don't think we can go again. Let me see if we can go again. Let me see if I can put it in here again to make it tight. Okay. So we're going to put that like that, right? Now we're going to take this and we're going to stick it. Let me look in here. We're going to stick it on the thing like that. And then, there we go. Boom. Y'all going to see the little green. But this is for the purpose of the video. But you know what? This could go like this. You could bring it like around and make it one big Chanel hair plug. But what y'all think of my Bobo beret? But anyway, okay. So he said, all right, Siobhan, I'm motivated. So he got the baby. Now, I don't know what the purpose of the story is. I don't forgot. I'm sorry, I don't forgot. But let me finish this story out. Oh, okay. I'm leading up to why am I, talking about me being saved and all that, getting saved. So he did what he did. He got the baby out. He took the child to the parent. You know me, I'm looking out the window, and there was a little cut when you come out my apartment and come out my building, because I lived it on 183rd and Morris Ave. So when you come out my building, you cross the street, which is Morris Avenue, and then there was I think it was Fine Flare or something like that. But there was like a cut in there, which I never paid attention to that cut until I started seeing him go in there more than once a day. So now, mind you, I will go to the store and pass that cut to go to the corner store to get my cigarettes. But I never thought nothing about it. I ain't asked for it. Oh, I was going to say, I ain't asked for that picture. Oh, she did. She sent me. Okay. All right, she sent me the same picture. And then she sent me one with her. Her mother Ann's. I guess she sent it because of the person. Okay, so there was a little cut in there, and that little cut was where that child's parent lived. And come to find out, she was pregnant with me, Lucia. She was pregnant along with me. I think he got her pregnant, and then he got me pregnant. And here was the thing. Since he got her pregnant first, she was first on the list. So he was acting up and causing issues and separating from me and being out all night and all this other stuff because he had gotten her pregnant. So apparently he was picking, I don't know whether she had made him pick her, I don't know, but I wasn't fighting with him. It don't make me no difference. I'm taking care of all my kids anyway by myself. What's another one? So so it went on, okay. Of course I had the baby because y'all met Danielle. If not, you'll see my child. So, I'm looking, okay. So we went on. So now come to find out, once I found out why I was pregnant, once I found out I was pregnant, then I was like amazed. Now I understood why my grandmother told me not to. Yes, I did. Sorry, just seeing it now. Just seeing it a few minutes ago. That's far. Graduation. I was going to say, as far as the graduation, I didn't get an invite, so I'm just thinking that I just got to throw this in here right quick because I'm trying to multitask right here. So somebody texted me in reference to a graduation that they had, and they was sorry that I could not attend, right? But you didn't invite me, so why you sorry? I could see you being sorry if you had invited me and I said I can't make it. Let me make sure. Oh, she said, I wish you could have attended my graduation maybe next time. I'm not even going to comment, and I'm going to let y'all know what I'm thinking in reference to that. So, you didn't invite me. I don't know who else you didn't invite, but who you took was a child. So you took a child to your graduation, and you had evangelists in the church, you had elders in the church, you had pastors in the church, bishop in the church. So, but you took a child with you. And the reason why I'm saying it's a child because she's younger than me. Okay, I'm old enough to be a mother. So now why is you sending anything to me in reference to you sorry that I couldn't attend? Come on with the foolishness. Boom. Enough of that. Moving right along. And then you want to tell me what you got. Hip, hip, hooray. And I pray God is behind it. So, I'm not going to school to get your BAs. I want to have my BA in Bible. Bible, what the A could stand for. I want to have my degree in the Bible. I don't too much need the degree. Whatever. I'm not even going to get on that. That's not important. So, okay. So now, I got to understand why my grandmother told me to wait. So I think... No, because she didn't tell me I was pregnant until after I let her know I was. Something, I don't even know how it came down. That was so long ago. She'll be 30 this month. So that was maybe about over 28 years ago. Because I was about, well, she wasn't born yet, so it wasn't 28 years. It was 30 years ago. Maybe 31 years ago. Because she wasn't born yet. So she goes, so I go, all right. And then she tells me, well, Sharon, you don't need to be... There I go with that again. Don't worry, when I get my other eye, I ain't gonna see him what. So she said, you don't have to, you don't need to be to tarry because that's a strain on the baby. This is what my grandmother said to me. Now, mind you, I done had a child. I'm pregnant with a man outside my marriage. She did not scold me. She didn't say I was going to hell. She didn't say, oh, you better not step foot in that church again. Oh, you better go hide somewhere. Oh, you know God gonna punish you. She didn't say all that. She was concerned about that child. Now, that's the love. That's the love there. And that's where God's love was being shown towards me. And that is the reason why I love the Lord. Because his people represented him well. Represented who he really was, or who he really is. So even though I had sinned, even though the Bible said, do not have sexual encounters outside your marriage, because I don't like that, and that will be considered adultery, fornication. But just like God forgave me and gave me his salvation again after I went back on the altar, repented and tarried again. No, I didn't wake up the next day and say, oh, I'm sorry, and now I'm saved. I'm speaking in tongues. No. I had to go and get cleansed and get purged all over and get that sin taken out, that craving for men taken out that you automatically is born with, because that is a hormone that God puts in a woman for a man and a man for a woman. So no matter how well you be saved or how well you try to live safe, if you don't have nothing to keep you from reaching out to those desires and you don't get it purged out of you, you're going to keep going back. So that's what happened. I didn't backslide all the time because of a man. You see what I'm saying? But it played a part because me and my husband was separated for a while. So I'm a companion person. So I was lonely a lot. Not to say because I was lonely, I was going around there getting every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Nah. I was very particular of who I laid in the bed with. And if I laid in the bed with you, you don't let me get pregnant. But if I laid in the bed with you, you could bet your fat man you my man. Because first of all, I'm not going to lie in the bed with you the first time I see you. It's going to be probably a year, 6 months to a year, before you able to get anything from me. I was very particular. Right? So now, my grandmother started telling me, no, Sharon, it's not good. No, you stay off the altar. You know, because you're going to put too much strain on your belly and on the baby. And you don't need to do that. Excuse me. And not knowing, But she was stating the truth, because that time when I was down there, this is like the Sunday before I went to the doctor and found out I was pregnant. So I was feeling and noticing that my stomach, like when I would call Jesus, like really get into it, it would feel like I was pulling something like this. And remember, the baby's connected to a biblical cord, and the biblical cord is connected to me. So I was feeling that, and I didn't know I had to stop at times. I don't know whether I felt lightheaded or something, but that could have been it as well. But I guess my grandmother was watching that while I was down there, and she probably already detected, and the Lord probably already told her that I was pregnant. So not so much as looking at the concept of it being a sin, but just think. You can still be a sinner and God still look out for you. So he was looking out for me, looking out for Danielle. That's why Danielle is blessed. Danielle is touched by the Lord, because that child was dead. She died in my stomach. And rolling to the what is it? The labor room? No, not the labor. The delivery room. God brought her life back, gave her a breath, and allowed her to start breathing again. And it was only God. And the reason was because I always had problems with my bowel movement. And I think it came from all these sexual abuse that I was having. And now people with all these men, these nasty men, you see what I'm saying, doing all this stuff to me and messed up my inside. That's why I praise the Lord, because what goes on in my insides, only God knows. And it's only him that got me going, you know? Because I'm sure they messed it up. And then, you know, I had, what can I say? How can I put it? Because I don't want to really use that word on. Yes, I'm still trying to get it. Ah, got it. See it? Got it. Got it with my bad eye. Kept messing with me. I told you to stop messing with me. Stop messing with me. I was going to get you. I was going to get you. Show us your name, Nat. Show us your name, Nat. I was going to get you. Okay, so, you know, and I had quite a few of them, to be honest. I had quite a few, you know. And I had one. I was saved. Let me see. Let me think. I think I was saved. Yes, I was saved. And I backslid. Yeah. I was because remember I got saved. Oh, now since this is coming to me, this is when I backslid. So I was saved at 17. No, I got saved at 12. Whatever I did. Then I got saved again at 15. So 15, I was still in high school at 17. I was going to Washington Irving for night school. I hadn't graduated yet, because that was when I was supposed to graduate. Right, I was supposed to graduate at the age of 17. Actually, I was graduating early because they say 18. If you start school on time, you graduated at the age of 17. If you was late, then you'll graduate between the age of 18 and 19. So that's why some kids are still in school at 21, 23, something like that, because they started school maybe at 7, late as 7, 7 years, because they go by the year that you was born. So if you was, not the year, they go by your birthday. So, okay, when I went to, just throw this in right quick, when I went to put Damani in school, he had just turned 6 in March, right? So I was putting him in school in September. So the person was saying, oh, that's an ACS case. Your child's supposed to be in school last year. So somebody in the back said, no. She came to me, she said, don't even pay her no mind. I said, trust me, I'm not, because I calculated this already. His birthday fell on the right time. Since he was born March, he had just turned 6. You see what I'm saying? So if I had waited until the March, no, actually, he hadn't turned, September. So if I had waited until let's say he started school 2009, September 2009. If I had waited until 2009, was it 9? Let me get it right. 8, March. Okay. So if he had it right, March of 2008, he turned 6. If I didn't go September 2008 and waited until 2009 of September, right? Actually, he would have been 10, right? I'm trying to think. We went into the shelter in June. July, August, September. Right. So, March 2015. Actually, let me go with the year. We went into the shelter 2015. No, not 15. 2018. We went in June. His birthday was in March. So he had just turned 6. So we went in September of that year. So she was saying that he was supposed to have been in school that year. The year, I guess last year. However she was saying it. So then the other lady came back and said, don't pay no mind. Don't pay no mind. She don't know what she's talking about. She said, no, his birthday fell in March of this year, so he just turned 6, so you good. And then she was like, oh, he just turned 6. Yes, I was through with her. I didn't want to hear nothing she had to say anyway. And the lady that came was talking to me, she knew it too. Because now you busy, I'm saved. But if that had been my daughter, she would have been beating you up. She would have been waiting for you to come outside. Because now she ain't trusting you because she's thinking that you're going to call ACS at every little thing. So she's going to wait for you to give you reason to call ACS. Let me stop. My kids ain't that bad. But I'm just saying in the aspect of me being saved and what the lady was trying to cause issues for. But anyway. So now, back to the story with mommy. So went on. And as I was saying, I had quite a few of them. And when you have those things, depending on where you at, like what month you are, that's why the doctor was telling me it's best to do it in the weeks. Because if you wait into the months, especially 3 months and more, the baby's already there. The baby's already attached to you. And it's going to make it harder for us to separate the child. So it's very painful. You see what I'm saying? You know, if you don't have the money to put yourself to sleep, it's very painful. Right? And some of them is they do another process where, you know, that's not enough for me to talk about. But anyway, the process that they do, I just throw that in right quick. The process that they do is like giving birth. So that's another thing. So you go through, your body goes, I'm here to tell you, your body goes through things. So I lost a lot of tissues. I lost a lot of, you know, all of that is in what you sign. You're losing all those things when you do these things. So that's another reason why, I go through a lot of issues. But before any of that happened, it was because I was being sexually abused and by men. You see what I'm saying? By men. Even by my husband. I was being sexual abuse. And people may look like, oh, that's your husband. And back then in the days when I got married, there's no such thing as rape from your husband. You see what I'm saying? That he's supposed to, in other words, they was in so many words saying, he's supposed to do that. That's your husband. No, if you say no, that's it. I don't care nothing about whether he your husband or whether he your man. You say no. Hey, Siri. What does no mean?
Which word? K-N-O-W-N-O or N-O-H?
N-O.
Brian Peter George St. John Lee Baptiste de la Salle, is a British musician, composer, record producer, and visual artist, best known for his contributions to ambient music and world rock. hip-hop and electronica. Do you want me to keep reading?
No, I want you to tell me, hey Siri,
Yes.
what does the word no means?
Which word? K-N-O-W? N-O or N-O-H?
N-O.
Okay, I found this on the web, friendo. Check it out.
Oh my goodness, do you believe this? You know what? I'm just gonna look at, what's N-O-H? I didn't even know, that's a word? That's a word, I didn't know that. I'm about to look it up right now. I'm gonna find it out myself, you guys. It's taking forever. They wanna be playing with me. They wanna be playing with me. No.
Can I help you with anything else?
I just said no. Excuse me. Hey, this computer pulls a lot of energy. Okay, so we're gonna go to the Merriam-Webster. Okay.
No.
No, maybe I'm saying it wrong. No. So it's supposed to be no. Okay. Okay. Used as a function word to express the negative of an alternative choice or possibility. Shall we go out to dinner or no? In no respect or degree, using comparisons. You're no better than the rest of us. You're no better than the rest of us. Not so. Used to express negation, dissent, denial, or refusal. No, I'm not going. Used with the following adjective to imply a meaning expressed by the opposite positive statement in no uncertain terms. Okay. All right, so the no is an adverb, and I think an adverb describes a verb. Then it could also be used in an adjective. No parking, not any, in reference to no parking, no disputing the decision, hardly any, very little, finished in no time, not a, quite other than a, he's no expert. Okay, wow, you can be used in so many aspects. Okay, so now with that being said, that's what my grandmother represented to me. She really represented to me God's love. She told me what not to do. I didn't do it. And to be honest, after that Sunday, I never got to church no more till Danielle was about 6 years old. I don't think I came there when she was a baby. I'm trying to think. Yeah, because she was starting school and all that stuff. Just like I said, I had an ACSK, so she didn't come to me until she was 6. Because she wasn't taken from me. I can't really remember too much, but I don't even want to get into that. That's another story. But anyway, the thing is that that's what, I can't remember what was the beginning of this video. So we just gonna go on and then we're gonna end it. And I'm gonna get into my project and my Bible journaling. So with that being said, we went on, I'm so sorry, I done forgot the purpose of what I was actually really talking about. So I went on, I had Danielle, whatever, and that's it. That's all I can say, because I can't really remember I was trying my best to stay focused, but I think I went into 3 other categories while I was talking. So sorry about that. I always let you know. I didn't tell y'all in a while, but I personally diagnosed it myself with ADHD. So you have already experienced it within this video. Don't forget what the purpose of the video was. And what I actually was really the point of the video of what I was talking about. Because I done went into 3 different categories. So, told you some things that I probably didn't tell in none of my other videos. So if I do, it's probably it just happened to come out. So I guess I'll just end this. And I'm going to start my journaling project with you guys because I'm excited about the word. So, did I end that story? Yes. I had my baby, had Danielle, which y'all see. I have a video up with us, and it says the Jordans having fun or something like that. So y'all can check that out. I got other videos with her. She was doing my hair and etc. So okay, let me see. Okay, all is well. If you can watch Bishop Fowler from last night's tape, he had listen Page Junior's speaker. It will bless you on Facebook. Improving Lives Church. Please, I don't need to be listening to nobody. Today is Tuesday, right? Dang, yesterday we already hit Wednesday. Wasn't yesterday Sunday? Wait a minute. Hold on. No, today is Tuesday. We already hit Wednesday already. It just seemed like yesterday we was at the diner taking pictures. Okay, so let me end this. So, to sum it all up, I did have my baby. I didn't go back to church until Daniel was 6. And I didn't have her yet. Trying to go back in my memory of what I was talking about. But, I cannot remember. I always say whatever I don't remember. God don't want me to remember. It's not important. Okay, so what I will do, when I run back the video, I would see the concept. I would listen to the beginning of the video of what I actually was talking about. And then I will come back and conclude it, okay? Thanks for listening so far. If you got this far, I appreciate it. If you like these kind of videos, like and subscribe to my channel. Comment in it if there's anything particularly you want me to talk about. Anything y'all would like to know about me, ask. If I can answer it, I will. Because everything about me I may not know. Okay? Y'all have a blessed night, and thanks for coming to my channel.